narrative of our country at a time like this?
Yes, thank you very much. What we see, what some of us know is that nothing apart from natural happenings from God, nothing will stop the inauguration come May 29. I've said it before now and I'm saying it again that most of the time I do not believe in all of these security reports. We've gone through history in this country, we've seen where we even have genuine security reports and still our security apparatus failed to curtail, such incidents. If you remember very well, when Nigeria will be hosting Miss World and we are hosting as the last winner during the days of Agbani Derego, there was security reports that there's going to be destruction in Abuja. It still happened despite that even the whole world centers on Nigeria. So will not be in the last few years since we're enjoying persuasive democracy now. I think our security apparatus are more what we are never expect to hear in the public space and what is coming out to the public. Most of these people are supposed to do due diligence, their findings, and just come up with this is what was about to happen, this is what we've been able to do. Not that
believe in security reports.
I believe in security report, but the rate at which it's coming out now is making us to have doubt that each day we begin to hear rumor of war everywhere. And where is the war? Nothing, as we know. Everybody knew. Abuja is just one out of 36 states. So whoever is coming to destroy, going to Abuja alone before now, let's take away the issue of inauguration now. Going to Abuja has been an uphill task for so many people because of the securities around Abuja being the seat of power. Now let's look at the influx of people coming to Abuja. There have been, invited guests across the whole world. Some of these people are coming with their own architecture, security architecture. So why do we have to create fear all of the time that there is going to be crisis? You should be able to manage. Abuja is just one out of that, and it is central. It's not that it's in an extreme area where you think it's difficult. No, every road leading to Abuja can be managed, can be controlled. Every air leading to Abuja can be controlled. There is no port leading to Abuja. So where are they coming from? Where are the miscreants coming from? So they should stop, creating fear in the minds of Nigeria. Of course, not all Nigerians voted, not all Nigerians wanted to. I did not vote Tinubu, for instance. But it's become the president-elect of Nigeria. Is going to be sworn in a few hours' time. So there is nothing people can do about it, not until the court. And we are sure in the wisdom of the court, they are not going to stop the inauguration. If there are genuine cases from the PDP and the Labour Party, even when you have become president, as happened in Ondo State before, if you realize that Ondo State do not have election with other states, it was because of a result of a court judgment. So allow him to go when the court dispensed the case and they felt that Tinubu has not won the election based on some certainty, then when the court will tell us again, then we'll vary it and look at how we move forward from there. So, but that somebody will go to court and say because there are cases in court, because I won 2019 election, because Tinubu did not win 25% in Abuja, that the inauguration should not be stopped, because there will be vacuum, and our constitution does not create room for vacuum. And a governor has spent, a president has spent 8 years. His leave, he must hand over to another elected person, not an interim. We are not in the military era. Even in the days of the military era, people fought against what Babangida did, that bringing interim when we just concluded an election. So it cannot work. Me, I do not exercise any fear that anything is going to happen in Abuja. People who contested the election and lost, some of them are in court, those that are not in court, they have moved on with their life. And that is it. We are looking to another 4 years, and now the government will better the lot of Nigeria. But that is what is missing. Everybody is coming in just for them and themselves alone. Nobody is thinking of Nigeria again.
Tinubu has now been conferred to the highest honor in the land, GCFR.
Good luck to him.
He's Vice President-elect Shetima with GCON, and in a matter of days, they will be taking charge of the leadership of this country. Now, the outgoing president did say he has done his best. He has run his own course and he has done his best for the country. How best is his best in your record?
If it is possible to some of us not to even think that somebody ruled Nigeria as a president in the name of Buhari, the 8 years is a monumental waste. He came to power on the mantra of fighting corruption, fighting security, and so on. But he failed in all of this. In his time, insecurity, banditry, that I've not heard of that before. Begin to coin out words that does not exist. It exists in the dictionary. That people that are unmasked people somewhere, kidnapping, killing for 4 years, for 8 years, we cannot unravel it. People will walk into places, take away over 200, 300 people in a country that has borders, that has security apparatus, both military, paramilitary, and nothing has been done about it. Buhari is too far from the people. Also, as a result, I do not see any gain in the last 8 years. What we'll be thinking of is how he insulted Nigerians, how he made Nigerians to retrogress. Because in this last 8 years, Nigeria actually retrogressed. How nepotism became the order of the day, and all manner of negative things. I do not see. Are we going to talk about the naira swap? That the naira, they call it redesign. When actually it is just maybe a reprint that is fading away now. As today, you can never get the new naira note anywhere. What we suffered for about 2-3 months. So what do we benefit in the last 8 years in this country?
So
the economic hardship, I do not see it. The hardship in the last 8 years have been it got to a level where you and I live in this community. I will go to supermarkets. Yesterday I was in a supermarket and I was looking at the price of some wine that we used to buy 600, and I was seeing thousands of naira, and it crossed my mind that what have we gained in the last 8 years? Not the ordinary people on the street. Buhari completely made Nigeria a class society where there is the rich now, and we don't have any middle class any longer, and the extreme poor. And it has been like that, and it was because it's far from the people. So many people are ruling this country in the name of Buhari, the like of the Almighty Abba Kyari, the Femi Adesina, the Garba Shehu, everybody just come. How can you imagine a country where the head of the CBN, of the Naira money making policy, left office and say he wants to be participating in politics, and you still allow him after that to destroy the country? So that's why I said earlier that nobody thinks about Nigeria. Everybody just thinks about themselves. I don't know how close the CBN governor can be to Buhari that will not sacrifice the fortune of over almost 200 million Nigerians in the name of you want to keep a relationship with this man who almost destroyed the lives of Nigeria. So I do not see any economic gain.
Are you saying in 8 years, all of this you have highlighted, there was no glimpse of light at all in the 8 years? It was all
what happened in the last 8 years is that when Buhari takes a step forward, it takes about 5 backward. Is it not shameful that our president who said he's been held up in the UK because he wants to see a teeth doctor for 8 years? You cannot build a facility that can look into the ear, eyes, and teeth. When you were coming to office, you had this issue. When he came, the first time he came as president of Nigeria in 2015, what we first saw was that Buhari has gone abroad to treat an ear infection. When you are leaving, you are also kept abroad to treat a teeth defect. It is shameful. So I do not see any positive gain of the last 8 years of APC in Nigeria, and that is the truth. And that is why the infighting in APC, that was what led to it. The other time that our governor spoke here, he smiled about some of these critical issues. People were talking, but he has spoken on the mind of these people.
We'll continue this conversation after this break. Let's go on this commercial break. When we return, we'll be advancing the conversation on what exactly has been our experience, and as we look forward to the inauguration on May the 29th. Please just stay with us, everyone. the experience of Nigerians in the last 8 years. We also go into inauguration for another dispensation in the Nigerian state. Mr. Alex ADENIYI is still with us, social commentator. Thank you so much for being with us on the program.
Thank you.
Now, we were talking about our look into what many people anticipate to be a new dispensation in a positive manner. Now, you've talked about what has been the experience in the last 8 years, and you've made your opinion known. Of course, you're entitled to your opinion. But I still ask, can we say that Nigerians themselves have been able to also demand good governance, and have they been able to do the needful to improve the process by any means?
No, and we can't blame Nigerians because of the situation we find ourselves in. You see, most of the things that happen in this country that Nigerians ought to have been able to change, we cannot because of the level at which we are. Nigerians have been reduced to beyond, human beings. So at times I even wonder if we think at all. How do a man who goes to bed and sleep and think when he understood that everything that it's called work and make life meaningful does not exist to him? So it becomes very difficult. The only time they see Nigerians as being useful is during elections, and that's why every one of them also sit down during election to say, how do I so far all of this lot, nothing to have been introduced to improve the life of citizens from everything the constitution, the law of the country say that we are supposed to benefit from. Our right to liberty, to freedom is being threatened every day. So Nigerians have been pushed to the wall, and that's why you see everybody misbehaving, and we cannot think for ourselves, we cannot think for the people. The incoming administration not from this expected that it's also obligation to give back a lot to maybe will change the fortune of Nigeria. Only time will tell.
All right, so talking about Tinubu has been able to say that he understands the magnitude of the task ahead. Why do you think he is saying that? He's taking over government from someone from his party. He understands the magnitude of the task ahead. Some newspaper even says that he will be able to bring the crumbles, the pieces of the nation together. Why do you think he's saying so? And do you think he would be able, to turn things around for Nigerians?
Of course, I believe there are no spell on this country called Nigeria. I want to believe that the incoming president should be able to do better than this outgoing president. And reason being that if you listen to Tinubu himself pre the election, even pre their party primaries, he said after he viewed the crisis of the whole nation that he was part of those who went to beg Buhari. If he hasn't done that on a selfish interest, if he actually did that as a Nigerian, as a patriot, then he would have understood that most of the thing he went to bring Buhari for to implement did not happen in the last 8 years, and this brings to bear what I've just said earlier on, that the country in the last 8 years have been ill managed, have not been well managed. Because even in the words of the incoming president himself, he said it because he understood that in the last 8 years Nigerians have gone from being bad to worse. Of course, the first 60 years of democracy under PDP is terribly bad, but now we have left the level of that terribly bad to worst. So I want to believe Tinubu that he understood that the country in the last 6 years have not been well managed, and as a result he has said it that is coming out. Buhari said more than this. If you go through the campaign mantra of APC and Buhari, led by the incoming administration, they said more than this to Nigeria. I'm optimistic about another failure, about the failure we are in, or about what is coming up.
About what is coming up.
That's what I'm saying. I'm optimistic about, because he was part of those who gave us all the empty promises 8 years ago. He led the campaign. Of course, at the point we understood that there's a breakdown between all of that. That was why I said some people they may be denied the but some people actually hijacked, governors from Buhari, and that kept so many people outside, the corridor. People who are expected ordinarily to talk truth to power, they were, set aside, and it manifested during the primaries of the APC. You saw manner of power play. Those that felt they are close to the president, those that felt they are close to the wife, those that felt they are close to the cabal that be. But the man stood his ground, and his resident gave him the ticket, and he eventually won the election. So we expected that, having gone through all this rigorous process, he should be grateful to Nigerians by coming out to say, okay, we must reunite Nigeria, we must re-engineer Nigeria, where the poor people on the street can go to bed with their 2 eyes closed at night, can be confident that they can have at least 3 square meals per day. So he has a lot, he hold Nigeria a lot, the incoming president. So we are not, I am very optimistic that he will not want to fail this country.
All right, well, but the outgoing president, President Muhammadu Buhari has said he's fought a good fight, but the things that he did, for instance, the border closure, it was for us to be able to grow our own food, which would in the other way improve the nation's economy. So is it a bad thing for him to have done that? And for now,
my sister, hold on.
Yes.
You talk about growing economy through closing the border. It is good. It might be just mere theory. When you talk of in practical terms, before you close the border, I wanted us to grow our own economy, grow our own food. How much are we buying this food that we are importing? Today, how much are we buying them? So how does closing the border, has it affected, has it bring fortune to this country? We did not see it. And don't forget that even when we talk about this border closure, Nigeria has almost, the longest route in borders, and they are the most porous everywhere. Go to Cotonou, they enter to the south, from the south, everywhere, and then go to the north from Sokoto, Ilela, Kaduna, Katsina, all of that route. They come in all of that. Go to the northeast from the Chad end and Chad end. They come in. So what are we talking about border closure? The border closure is a vague, policy that Buhari should not be proud of the border closure. It has not helped the Nigerian economy in any way. It has not helped the society in any way. What we used to buy, the same rice that we used to. You see, most of the time when we talk about this, probably because of their investment, which is their personal. That's why I said ab initio that most of them only think about themselves, what they can benefit, and not what the society. But Nigerians as a whole do not benefit even from the closure agricultural. But they themselves, they have all the personal farms, and that's why you see that they cannot bring down the prices of this agricultural commodity, because it goes directly to them. They own it. It doesn't belong to Nigerians. If you close the border in the interest of Nigeria, who will be applauding you? Then you cannot be selling the same product we used to buy 10-50% lesser at an higher price. It should bring to our own advantage. I should be able to go to the market and say, I wanted to buy Nigerian rice. I wanted to buy everything made in Nigeria. But today you cannot go, you cannot do that. We saw it everywhere. They still bring the same rice and they repack. And they give us in the name of Nigerian rice. That's why the prices cannot come down. The truth of the matter is that when you have 10 naira and you claim to have 100 naira like Nigeria is now, after spending your main 10 naira, you spend the loss, the deficit of that 19 naira. That is what Nigeria is spending. The border closure, personal opinion, has not helped Nigeria in any way. It has helped some few individuals, and that's why, because they are the one in control of the country, every sector of the country, that's why they are imposing it on Nigeria that it has helped. But it has.
Let's bring it back to where we started, talking about the celebration for the inauguration. We see many calls that there might be disruption and all of that, but there is one that's critical. The Chief of Minister says, succinctly, if you don't have business at Eagle Square, don't come on May 29. Isn't that clear enough for everyone to know that even if there's not going to be disruption, if you don't have a business and you don't go, does it not mean that indeed there might be apprehension, but people should also be careful?
You see, that was why I said even our freedom is threatened in this country most of the time. The man who trekked from Abuja, I don't know, maybe you heard of it very recently, that claim trek from Abuja and trekking to Lagos. What business does he have with governance? Nothing. He's just expressing his joy that probably he loved Tinubu, and he's saying that I want to do this for him. So if the country is well secured and they knew their job and they are doing it, I may just be an happy man that say, okay, I want to witness what is happening. When let me take you back to Ondo State, when the Apicod affirmed the governorship of Mimiko, so many people came into to this Akure, knowing nowhere to sleep. I knew people